we live? I don't know. I assume so. Much of this is an experiment. This is the second day I'm trying to go live. But let's see. What does it show? I think we are live. Alright. Welcome to the channel, guys, to the live show. I'm just going to make sure everything's set up right before I start talking about what's happening here. So just give me a second. Alright. So let me check something else real quick. Well, wish I knew how not to show my IP address. Although it's not my real IP address. It's just I wish I could be able to control what's viewed on the screen. I haven't figured that out yet. Anyway, okay, welcome guys. I just wanted to get this video out right now. I woke up this morning and missed this dip here on XRP and XLM. Just get the volume out of the way so I can see a little bit better. Had a sharp dip this morning down to 44.5 cents. I did have a green box there, buy zone, from yesterday. But since I'm trading this on Uphold and you can't set buy orders, it didn't trigger. I was able to capture it on XLM, or at least one buy. But I think that we have completed the 5-wave move, impulse move, last night. Last night in my time zone. I'm in Texas, USA, so and that was about 8:50 Greenwich Mean Time. So anyway, so I woke up a little bit late, probably like this happened 6:30 a.m. in my time, so I didn't get up to like 7:45, so it was already up here. And you know, it's too late for me to make a buy. Not too late, but I mean I wanted to buy at a lower level, obviously. But it looks like to me that this was an A wave. That's what I'm thinking. And then we quickly came up. And this looks like a zigzag, a 3-wave move, 1, 2, 3, and came up pretty high. So I'm thinking XRP is looking really bullish right now. But looks like we may be able to get an opportunity to buy in this area here. It may not go lower than this 44 cents in the case if we're getting a running, you know, a running correction. Usually you see them in running flats, so not sure. But if it gets anywhere in this area, I'm going to make a buy. I'm going to try to figure out where the low is on this wave here on the way down. Okay, let's see. So I got this Fibonacci here from the top of the 5-wave down to the bottom of this proposed A wave to the top of this B wave. We should normally see a 1-to-1 extension on that, which that brings it down here. We could see that, and you know, actually it happens in this zone from 1 to the 1.276. I don't know if we're going to get that today, but looking at this, kind of zooming in on this one wave, the C wave here, C waves are always going to be in a 5-wave move. Looking at the 5-minute chart, the only clear one wave I'm seeing here is, from here. Let me draw on that so it makes it a little bit more clear. Yeah. So what I'm saying, I think this is the A wave. I mean the one wave here. This is the 2 wave, and we're on the way on 3 wave, which should. I'm getting lost in my own fibs here. Okay, should go down to at least to the 1.68, and then retrace in the 4th wave, and going back somewhere in between the 1 and the 1.278, and then go down. My lines are terrible, guys. Go down to about 2. Now that's the typical wave shape, but it can often go further. It can extend. It can go to 2.6 or something, or more even. But I suspect I'm really looking in this range, and it may even be a little shorter, but we just got to watch this and see what's happening here. Let's see. Take that off so I can see a little bit more clearly here. Move this over. Sorry guys, this is what a live video looks like in real-time trading. So, getting a pretty strong move here. What's the RSI look like? Now the RSI hit pretty hard on our first dip on the A wave. And we still may get a lower move on the RSI with this wave here. That happens a lot. We get a double pump down to the low side. Like for example here on this last one, this move down here, put us in the oversold area, but then it came back later and even went further. We had a stronger dip. But let me show you. XLM's pretty much looks pretty much the same. Okay. XLM's been making a steady move. It looks really bullish too. It looks XRP and XLM really look bullish. I know many assets in the crypto space is right now. I mean, even Bitcoin and Ethereum. But I'm just seeing a lot of activity on XLM and XRP. I think their time is coming soon, any day now. Of course, I could be wrong, and I can just go on for days or weeks, but all we can do is trade and try to accumulate as much as possible in the meantime. And then when it does happen, hopefully we don't get left with a bunch of money on the table. Like what I'm doing is I'm only trading 10% of my XRP. Most of my XRP and XLM is on my ledger, so I'm only trading with about 10%. So that way, even if it did just take off, I'm not missing out on anything. I can always, jump in. I mean, I'm not talking about at the end of it, blow off top, but when it corrects, I can jump back in. So that's what that's my strategy, and I want to convey that to you and not make you think that I'm trading my whole XRP or XLM bag on these daily trades. But this is a good way to grow your account. I mean, even if you got a small amount, you can quickly, you can double your account in a month and every month actually, especially in a bull market. The bull market is a lot easier. to trade when you're talking about spot. Leverage trading is a whole nother thing and is a little bit more risky. A lot more risky, actually, if you don't know what you're doing, because you could lose it quickly. But anyway, yeah, we're getting down here. We're getting pretty close to the low, or last pump already on the XLM here. I'm looking at my last. I have orders set because I'm trading this on Kraken. So I am good if this does reach down below here on XLM. Well, this is wrong. Put this over here. It's amazing how they can move slowly and then all of a sudden, you know, we get a quick correction like this. You know, if I'm correct. Yeah. Not always right, of course, and that's just the assumption you can't always make. So you got to be prepared whether it goes up or down. All right, got 4 people. Thanks for being here, guys, and thanks for being patient with me. I'm just probably going to, whoops, just give us some targets, and then we'll let you go on, you know, without your day without having to watch too long. If you're just now joining, you can start from the beginning, but you haven't really missed anything other than that we're watching this down move. I don't even think I put a name on this live stream, did I? I may have missed it. I don't know where to do that now. I think should have did that before I went live. But anyway, let's see. Oop, we got a sharp candle up there. What's volatile, isn't it? That's at least that's a good thing because that means the market is moving. Gotta act quick now. And if you guys are not in the US, you're lucky if you're trying to trade XRP because at least you can set buy orders, and I can't. I have to sit here and watch and see how quickly you can miss an opportunity. I mean, sleep is important to me. I'm not one of those guys that can stay up all night. I'll stay up late once in a while if I'm expecting a big move, but I'm not staying up all night or anything like that because to me sleep is important for health. So you know, if I miss stuff, that's not that big a deal to me because most of my stuff is already set up. But what is it looking like here? It looks like we're still working on our third wave on this level. If this is a 1 and this is a 2, it looks, you know, I would expect the 3 to be down here somewhere. And then you know, the 5 at least right in there, hopefully. So this can't be a third wave because this doesn't come down to the 1.68. Could I be interpreting this wrong? Let's see. We can go to the 1 minute. Let's see. A little line chart. Yeah, it looks like we're still in the third wave. Excuse me. Well, you don't include the wicks when you're looking at RSI, so the close of this, we're about this candle here, the red candle, closed approximately the same as this red candle, and this is higher on the RSI on the 3 minutes, so that's showing bullish divergence. Let's go to the 5 minute. 5 minute is well, we're seeing this. We're seeing draw a line here. We're seeing that. So, and that correlates to an up. So that there's no divergence there. On the 1 minute chart, no divergence there. So that was 3 minute, right? That's where we saw no divergence. Okay. Yeah, that was that. So 5 minute, no divergence on that. 15. Yeah, we're going to see some divergence. We're seeing some divergence. Let's see. Well, that's not divergence because they're both going up. But let's see it on the 5 minute chart. So it's interesting. Well, it was a 3 minute chart, right? 3 minute? Yeah. So this divergence here could just be telling us, okay, this is where we're currently going up in the last, 10 minutes or 12 minutes or so, which is just a sub-wave of this third wave. So let's go back to the 1 minute. Kind of want to stay live until we see this dip. That's kind of the purpose of the live stream. So hopefully it doesn't take too long here. If anybody's out there, I think there's 5 people in the stream. Okay, yeah. Good time to buy XLM. I think so. Small bouts at a time. Because, yeah, I see on XLM, I was just looking at the overall chart here. I mean, we're looking really bullish right now. And on CoinTrader Pro, that's where we can get the most data. I'm looking at XLM here. The last bull market, we went up to 116 Fibonacci's as compared from this high to this low in the last market cycle. And so what that means is, to me, is that conservatively, I think we will see half of that 116, which is 58. So I got it marked up here. The last all-time high to this cycle's low. 58 times gain on the Fibonacci scale. We're looking at about $50. So we're looking at least 100x from where we are right now. Now, you know, in the grand scheme of things, I mean, we're at the top of this wave, so could see a correction here soon. Let's see. This may not be correct, guys. I was just playing around with the Fibonacci's here. But overall, I mean, yes, this market cycle, I think we are looking at some great gains. And if you were in it already, if you were down in this range, you know, you're really in the money now. I would consider this under the 0.236 area. That's what we call the that was the floor. What was I doing here? Let's draw a box. I think in this whole range here, that was the time to be, the best time to be accumulating. And right here in March was the spring that set this all off. So where are we at now? Okay, we're still retracing. Kind of looks like a three-way move right now. So hopefully we're starting our move down to here on XRP. XLM. Oh yeah. That's coming much closer to the previous dip. And let's kind of look at those subwaves here. That's big. If that's a one wave, that's a big wave. Right here. So let's see. You know, if this is correct, then this is a one, and this is a one wave, and this is a two wave. I would expect to come at least to the 1.618, then somewhere up in here for the fourth wave, and then somewhere around in here as a fifth wave. So we're looking at about 36 cents, possibly down to 35.1 or 2 in that area. So if that happens, yeah, that's you know, that's excellent time to be buying. Excuse me. So what's going on, guys? Feel free to comment while we're waiting. I have a large number of tokens and I am invested in. Every time we have a dump, my hourly charts look exactly the same in shape. Surely this is AI to play here. Well, yeah, definitely AI and trading bots are part of it, and no doubt institutional players use bots. So they, you know, they got their own bots, and they do have an influence. So yeah, it's the market makers can basically do what they want. Sometimes they do it just to fake us out, and they do it to shake us out. Fake us and shake us. I mean, you know, it's a big boys game, and you know, they want to be the only ones in it, especially XRP. They're really trying to shake us retail investors out, because that's the good money. XLM too, man. I think you know, XRP and XLM are twins. And just my thoughts or my opinion here, I think XRP is the one that's going to be used for central banks in nations to trade currencies. And it's not really meant for the small people. It's meant for the big players. That's kind of why they want to shake us out. I think it's going to be, you know, the bridge currency. And XLM, I mean, it's the same code. It's the same base code as XRP. But it has the same cross-border features. You know, it's fast transactions and settlement and low fees. So, I mean, it's the same deal. And we had Danielle Dixon. She's no relation to me that I know of. I mean, probably somewhere down the line, even if it's by marriage, she's related to me. She has the same last name. But where did I thought I tweeted that. But they just launched USDC on the Stellar Network last week. So, you know, I think that's really lighting things up. It's really waking up the giants that are XRP and XLM. I'm going to take a peek at DigiByte right now. That's another coin I'm interested in. Let's see. Whoops. Let's go to 5 minutes. And it's made a different shape here. I'm not quite sure what this was. I mean, it kind of looks like a triangle, but I'm not so sure it was a triangle yesterday. But we've seen a lot of strength in DigiByte as well, so it's made some huge gains here. You can see, as in this accumulation range, it just shot up in the last day or so. And so we're doing some retracing now. I would assume that we're in the C wave here, which might be a time for me to go. I wonder if showing my Uphold account would be a good thing. I don't know. Probably. I'm not sure, guys. Some of this is new to me. I don't want to show private content, but this price action is a little confusing. Especially, I've noticed that when I went down to the smaller time frames, it doesn't look the same. Like we're missing data. Like the data is corrupted or something, because it's not. You can kind of see a three-way move here, three-way move there, and this huge glitch here, and then kind of a three-way move here. So, you know, that's kind of looks like a triangle, but when you look at it on other timescales, it doesn't show. It's just that it's pretty noisy. And there's just not enough liquidity, I don't think, on DigiByte. But it's looking like it's a good time to buy. I mean, if I was to estimate here, assume this was the A wave and this up here was the B wave, the top. You know, we came below the 1-to-1 extension. We came to the 1.276. If this continues on past 1.68, then, you know, this is more like, you know, this is going to be an impulsive wave, this whole thing, this whole correction. But probably not. I'm guessing this is a and a B. It probably is a good time to buy that. I did buy some this morning here. But that's when I woke up. It's a little late. I'm going to look at my wallet here. Uphold. I don't think I'm showing any addresses. So, might be okay. Now, hurry up. I don't want to miss XLM or XRP. So we want to buy. And go from USD to DGB. I'm going to buy 1,000. Hold on. Let's see. $1,070. How about that? So I'm estimating about 7%. Just trying to buy back, you know, that percentage more that I've gained. Wait, did I sell? Yeah, I sold up here. So, and this is buying in at 48 or 048. Is anybody trading DGB besides me? What's that look like? See, the only thing with it, Uphold, they say that there's no exchange fees, but it just puts you about 2.4% higher than what you think you're actually buying. So I'm going to go ahead and make this buy here. Confirm that. So what was the actual amount? Shit. $48.58. Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, I missed that opportunity to catch it at the very bottom. Alright, let's go back to XRP. See where we're at. What in the world? Get a lot of action somewhere. Let me mute that. Okay, well. That doesn't go back to 5 minutes. Well, guys, not sure how long this is going to take. How long have I been on the stream here? 33 minutes. Well, guys, I'm not sure I want to wait another 30 minutes to catch this live. For people who want to watch this later, they probably don't want to watch an hour-long video. What do I think about Band? I don't know anything about Band. Sorry, I'm not. I've heard, see, what's his name? I've heard of Arcane Bear talk about Band, and he's heavily into DeFi. Ethereum and DeFi. So, I mean, I think there's a lot going on there. I just don't know anything about it. He hates XRP, by the way, so. A lot of people do, or, you know, especially Bitcoin maxis. But it's mostly because they don't know anything about XRP. They think it's, you know, evil or something. And they think that Bitcoin is going to take over the whole world. But in the real world, it's just not practical. You know, I mean, if a country like the US was going to ban Bitcoin or something like that, I mean, it wouldn't kill it, but it wouldn't help it very much either. It would definitely put a damper on it. So the thing is, though, it failed its use case as a payment. because it takes so long now to make a payment, and it's so expensive. That's the main thing. It's too expensive. It's not practical for payments. Now I am pro Bitcoin. I do want it to go up over time. I think it's it's going to be or at least for now, it's a good has a good use case for store of value, and it may be in the future as well. So I'm not pretending I know for sure what's going to happen, but my personal feeling, based on just a lot of hints from the big players, the IMF, the BIS, and just some insiders. It's just an opinion, but I think XRP is going to replace BTC on market cap one day. Don't know when it's going to be though, but when XRP goes to $100 or even 1,000 or 10,000, it may just be the big move. May be when it goes to 100 and it does it quickly. If you haven't seen the video where I predict that this market cycle XRP will go to over $100, you check that out. A lot of people are skeptical of that, of course, and that's because they, in my opinion, they're not seeing the math that's on the chart. And just, I'm not going to go into that now, but you'd have to watch that video to understand where the math and the technical analysis I use to get to that. And it's the people tend to have what do you call it? Limiting beliefs, because they just can't see it, and they can't see it because they're in a bear market mindset. Now we're definitely into a bull market, and people's mindsets are starting to change. But still, some people say that that's just that's fantasy or something like that, to be thinking big numbers like that. But in my opinion, it's just what the chart is showing, and if you just look at the past history, especially Bitcoin, because they have the most history on Bitcoin. I mean, while we're here, I want to talk about, I'll just show you real quick. Let's go to the Bitcoin Liquid Index. Where's that at? There it is. And we have to zoom way out, go to the 1 week chart, go to log mode. Okay. Just what I've noticed is the green lines are the halving dates, and every cycle, you see it's slowly flattening the curve. We see the most gains at the beginning, and if you take the peak of this market cycle in 2011 to the bottom of the following bear market, and then you project out to the next peak of the next bull market, well, that here is about 34 Fibonacci is what I got here, approximately. Well, you carry that on over the next market cycle, and the peak was here, bottom of the bear market was here. Half of 34 is 17. Whoops, it looks like we almost hit that perfectly, right? Well, okay, then the next market cycle to the bottom of the next bear cycle, that's where we're at now. Well, not right now, but that's our last bear market. Well, take half of 17, that puts us at 141,000 for Bitcoin. And this white line, that's a fractal from the last bull market, and that's showing a little bit more. That's showing about 273,000 Bitcoin. See how we get half the gains each market cycle. That's what I've noticed on Bitcoin, and that's the assumption I'm making on XLM and XRP. So, you know, if I use that same logic, you know, if we just get half the gains, well, we're going up to $50 on XLM and $100 on XRP on the next market cycle. And for all I know, it could be more gains this cycle, because we have institutional money now officially coming into the market. So, guys, I think we are in time, at the right spot in history for generational wealth. I'm talking about, this is, you know, it's almost 100 years. You know, it's like 90 years since the 1929 stock market crash. And if you ever read the book, The Fourth Turning, it talks about cycles and generations, and how every 80 to 100 every 4 generations, approximately every 100 years, which is longer than one human lifespan, well, every 4 generations, the 4th generation forgot the lessons that that their great grandparents learned. Everything, we've went full cycle, and things repeat. So we're looking at a similar situation from 1929. And so we're looking at an opportunity to create generational wealth. We're going from traditional fiat money to a digital system. And once that switch is flipped, once we go into the Great Reset, fiat money is going to lose its value. It already has been, of course, but I mean, they're gonna just keep hyperinflating it, and it's gonna keep losing its value. So, wow, this fourth wave is coming up strong, isn't it? Well, guys, so I mean, back to my thesis is, I think this digital transformation is the same opportunity as the 1929 stock market crash, because people who were in the know before the 1929 stock market crash knew to buy gold. And those were insiders like people in the Fed, even some traders like Joe Kennedy, which is the father of JFK, the U.S. president. I mean, he was an expert. He was a trader. He was known for trading on the stock market. So, and he knew that the time to buy gold was before the stock market crash. And that's when gold went from $20 to $35. Well, that was in 1933 when they passed that law. But they confiscated, they confiscated gold, made it illegal in the United States, and then immediately passed the law to increase the price. So, but people that didn't sell their gold, turn it in, they were the smart ones. They instantly, gained a huge, almost doubled their money. That's the advantage of having insider knowledge. I'm not saying I have insider knowledge, but we're just deducing from the hints and facts that we're given on a daily basis about XRP and XLM. I think it's the money. It's the money they don't want us to have. It's the new gold. And the gains are going to be greater than just doubling. We're talking 100x, 1000x, or 10,000x. So, in over a period of time. All right. So what are we looking like here, guys? Let's see. XLM. We're looking at XLM here. 2, 3. So and these subwaves. It might just take its time here, guys. Just, you know, when you expect something's happening fast, it all of a sudden slows down. Or it's just there's subwaves. Okay, so on this wave here, now if this is a, it's kind of hard for me to point this out real quick, but if this is a subwave, this is a, well, I'll say a smaller wave here. Let's try this. If this is a one wave, this here, from here to here, is a one wave and a smaller scale. You know, I'd expect to go down to here, which we didn't reach here. But if this is a one wave, we can't, well, this is not the third wave, so that doesn't really matter. So, you know, I'm still thinking we're going to go on down here. It just may not happen as fast as I would like it to. But that's still what we're looking for, guys. Just be on the lookout for that, for another low. If you're in profit, if you bought up here, or sold up here, I mean, you want to take another bite at this, I mean, you know, you can. Just wait till you're on a negative candle. Preferably don't buy on a green, top of a green candle, because, you know, it's going to come back. It's going to come back down. You know, let's look at XRP real quick one more time, and we're going to end this video because we're going pretty long. But I'm just kind of giving you what to look out for. It's the same kind of deal, it looks like. Didn't reach this 1.61 Fibonacci level. So it's going to take its time, and the XRP and XLM are pretty darn close. It's, you know, on the charts. I mean, their patterns are, it's like they're following each other right now. So if you, so as long as, you know, XRP and XLM are pretty much the same right now. You know, they're both in a correction. They're on a C wave. They're both on the third wave. 1, 2, 3, 4. Man, this looks, it may be a subwave of a subwave. So that means we're 2 levels deep, because if this is a wave, this is the one wave of the subwave of this wave that I was talking about here. So if this, put a wave on it. Okay. I'm going to go up a couple of scales, degrees, I mean. So what I mean is, this right here is a one wave on a degree lower, which means, oh, I always do that, don't I? Let's see. Which means, if that's a one wave, then that's putting the completion of this wave down to about this 2, which means that pulls down this wave down to 3, you know, and puts this somewhere down here. If I'm correct. The thing is, though, we can't go further than 39 if my Elliott wave analysis is correct. But, you know, I can be wrong. But just be on the lookout, guys. If you see, you know, if you want to take advantage of this dip, if you don't have any to risk, then don't do it, and definitely don't take 100% of your money. Take small bites. Take a small bite down here, 45 cents. Take another bite, you know, here. You know, and watch the chart, see what it looks like. If it looks like it's playing out like this, if you got a strong candle, wait till it's finished. You know, then buy somewhere in here, in this range. And you know, if it goes below that, then just go ahead and buy it. And if you're just taking small bites, you don't have to be afraid that, you know, you're selling or buying it at a low. We're in a bull market, guys. It's hard to lose money in a bull market unless you're trying to short it. So, guys, I'm going to end it here because I don't want this video to be too long. It's 50 minutes now, so thank you guys for watching. Let's see what you guys are saying first. To the moon? I like Mars more, yeah. Yeah, I think we're going to the Mars. The moon is just... First stop is the moon, I think. Mars may be the next market cycle. Who knows, though? Maybe we're going to the Mars on this cycle. Next year or two. We'll take a bit longer, though. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Do you think this bull run cycle will end at the 4-year mark, which is end of 2021? Yeah, time analysis, that's very interesting. And that's not really my specialty at this point. I mean, just looking at the BTC halving cycles, that has so far been telling us what our market cycles are. And I still tend to believe that that's what how it's going to work out. But I think, it has been increasing a little bit each cycle. Let's go back to Bitcoin Liquid Index. And I'm 50 minutes. I mean, I go an hour, no big deal. Go to log. Let's see. And I did this a while back, but I think right here, using this estimate here, puts us around May of 22, and that's just that's 742 days. That was basically estimating based on the last two cycles, how the bull market expanded. And just kind of estimating that will be the next, Bitcoin peak. Now, and that, affects the whole market because it is the king right now. Okay, but, if XRP replaces Bitcoin as the #1 market cap coin, well, that may change things this cycle. I mean, the whole crypto market cycle, and then this, and also as we go a few further in time, Bitcoin will be more stable, and so will other assets like XRP and XLM. And they're also called stable coins, so I think, eventually they will be stable. But at the same time, if you look at Stellar and XLM, during the bear market, the prices were more stable than Bitcoin and other coins. So, it's just destined to be the world reserve currency, in my opinion. So, and XLM has a part to play in that too, whether it's going to be, for corporations and retail, or it's going to house, like the US digital dollar, which I think is a possibility. If the USDC coin becomes the digital dollar, then bam, what does that do to the price of XLM? And and then what about other countries? What if other countries put their fiat currency, their central bank digital currency on XLM network? I mean, we're going to the moon and to Mars, so that's what we're looking at, guys. We're in the right place, guys. We're going to be rich. No doubt about it. Zero doubt, as they say in the XRP community. All right, guys. Let's double check the chat one more time. Let's see. XRP and XLM both partnered with Visa. I know about XRP, I didn't know about XLM. Also, Japan and China and also UK and EU all made sure to state it was a tradable currency. XRP and XLM are both sharing information and using their both systems together. Yeah, I kind of think that XRP and XLM are not, there may be friendly competitors, maybe it's just the show, really. They're really on the same team. And that's just, my opinion. Thanks, James. All right, guys, I think we're done for now. Just be on the lookout for lower prices and be ready to buy. Because this only means that we're just going to have a pop-up to the upside, dude. Because XLM and XRP, it just, when you have these deep retraces, it only means that it's a spring for more pops to the upside. So, yep, I think the rocket is on the launch pad, and it's firing up the engines, and they're about to let it go. And it's going to be exciting, guys. All right, guys, thanks for joining me. Have a great day, and prosper, live long and prosper.